Welcome to Asian Adventures, and we're in Taiwan for episode 1, which is actually home to over 70 golf courses and double the amount of golf courses in Hong Kong, Singapore, and the UAE combined.
We started our journey from Hong Kong, and after travelling for what seemed like ages through Hong Kong airport to the furthest departure gate, we finally got on a plane and set off to Taipei. Only an hour's flight, well, an hour and 15, we picked up our golf clubs and jumped in a taxi and headed straight to the first golf course. Now, there was a big typhoon approaching actually, but it looks like we've got a bit of a gap in the weather window.
We want to show you how far your money can get you in Taiwan, so we're going to be looking at golf at both ends of the spectrum. Today we're at the Miramar Golf and Country Club, which is a Jack Nicklaus designed golf course about 35 minutes away from Taipei in New Taipei City. It's in the Lingke district, I believe I pronounced that correctly, which is actually a golf haven. There's loads of golf courses around here, and so much so the Asian Tour is currently holding a competition just down the road.
Now, before we started, we jumped on the driving range to knob a couple down the middle, and then headed out to meet our caddy, who informed us we were playing the West and South course. The other two courses were aptly named the North and East course. Now, I never like to film on the first hole just to get things moving so we don't hold people up. So here's the drive on the second hole, and look at that. But yeah, I was definitely impressed with this golf course. Fairways were immaculate, tee boxes were decent, and then, first time I've seen these, the driverless automatic bogeys. It means you can have two hands on your beer at all times. Now, we ended up dropping on with the weather. The rain seemed to clear and the blue skies and the sun came in, which obviously made for a bit of a scorcher, but absolutely beautiful. Love playing in the sun. And played some decent golf, to be fair. Struggled with the putting, however. Everything just seemed to kind of go round the hole. Nothing went in the hole, which is more than likely a me issue. Now, if you're a plane enthusiast, you won't be bored at this golf course because there is a shit ton of planes flying overhead constantly. And here's the 8th hole, where one of the holes I actually birdied and managed to capture it all on film, which was decent. A nice drive just on the right hand side of the fairway, which, by the way, the fairways at this golf course are pretty wide, which is why I liked it a lot. And this was one of my shots of the day, 54 degrees, 90 yards out, and it literally pitched next to the pin and then just stayed there. Absolute beauty. Now, I wasn't going to mess this one up. Straight put downhill, and because everything's been going round the holes, lagging a little bit slow, I decided just to give it a good tonk straight down the middle, and it went straight in, luckily. Now, I had to show you this one. This is the 9th hole going back up towards the clubhouse, which is ginormous, by the way. Bit dated, but ginormous. Massive lake in the middle, and a tight fairway on the right hand side. Lovely hole. Onto the back 9, it was a south course. I actually liked this one a little bit more as well, to be honest. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. I thought the layout was brilliant, and again, it was in top condition. Nice wide fairways, a little bit more hilly on this side, so a bit more up and down, which was decent as well. Was doing a good job of getting the ball onto the green. However, did struggle at just knocking in these putts, to be honest. I mean, I'd walk away and be happy with a 2-putt every day, let's be honest, but nothing dropped. I don't think I've made a single putt apart from them couple of birdies that I had. Talking of, here's one now. Nice 8-iron into the green. Managed to get over the bunker and just land on the other side on the front edge of the green, and then a nice strong putt again, straight up, and dropped it in.
Get in there. So we've played 17 holes. We're on the 18th tee. I'm currently 4 over, 2 over front 9, 2 over back 9. It's one of my better rounds of the year. We're going to play the last hole together. Get a birdie, I shoot what, 75? Get a par, 76, and get a bogey, 77. I'll happily take any one of those scores, as long as it's not a double bogey. Let's see how we get on. Over the water, brilliant. Says it's about 400 yards. I think it might, I don't know, is that temp green? Anyway, let's get it down there. Right is safe. Not that far, right? Yeah, we're okay. Right is very safe. Right, well, she just informed us that actually it is a temporary green. And on the scorecard, it should be a par 5, 450 yard, which you can see right in the top corner, top left. But actually, the temporary green's about 100 yards short, about 80 yards shorter. So it's playing about 380 or something like that. So it really should be probably a par 4. But anyway, if it's a par 5, you can only play with the cards you dealt. So here we go. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Edgy, edgy, she says. Thank you. This is for a what? 1, 2, 3. This is for a 4. Come on. I got a 5 on the last hole, which technically on the books is a par. However, that was a 380-yard par 5 because of the 10th green, which is a bit of a shame to finish because it's been a beautiful course. Now, let me know in the comments, did I shoot 4 over or did I shoot 5 over? Was that a bogey on the last? Let me know.
Now that's the golf done, we've headed into Taipei, and first port of call is to get a little snack. And what else are you going to get when you're absolutely starving?
Sometimes a bubble tea and a scallion pancake does the job.
Now after that cheesy advert for the scallion pancakes, it's time to head into town. We decided to head over to one of the night markets. There's multiple night markets in Taipei. We chose this one because it was the nearest one to the Xinyi district. Now there's so much food going on, all different kinds of cuisines. Ended up jumping in and getting one of these meat pies this old bloke was making for me. Nice one, pal. Michelin guide, Michelin starred, whatever you want to call it. Absolutely scorching, that's all you need to know. Burnt me gob. Had to cool it down then with a beer, unfortunately. Emergency calls. And then we headed over to the Taipei 101 district. Now it's absolutely booming around here. Everyone spilled out into the streets. So we went around the corner and found somewhere a little bit more quaint. And even better news, it sold my new favourite beer. Now we went to bed and left everyone else out there partying, but we woke up to this. I think that's a bit of sun creeping through, so we jumped in the taxi, headed to the golf course for today. There's a weather warning on the east side of Taiwan. Luckily these mountains held the big rain clouds away, so we only got a bit of drizzle. As first impressions go, absolutely love a tree-lined driveway.
Day 2 of our Taiwan adventure has brought us to Taoyuan City, which is about 30 minutes down from Taipei, and we're at the Chang Gung golf course, which actually is half the price of yesterday's round. So let's see how we get on and let's see what the course is like.
The green fee for this place was about 110 US, all inclusive of green fees, caddy fees, locker rental, all that sort of stuff. And to be honest, I thought it looked alright. Now there was a couple of downsides. The breakfast menu was pretty limited to a bao and a coffee. Not the worst, but still not the best. And this was the practice facilities. No driving range, unfortunately, that's closed, and the green looked like this. And nothing like a 615-yard par 5 to start you off as well after no warm-up. Another downside was how busy it was. This was the queue for the tee at the second hole, and also the wind was blowing a gale. The typhoon was knocking over the camera, and I just couldn't get to grips with the greens. I could not get the pace at all day. Now, one of the positives was my driving was unbelievable. Could not miss a fairway. I mean, if I missed a fairway, I was about 10 yards or 5 yards into the rough just like this. But absolute stripe show all day. Another positive was there were some absolutely gorgeous holes. This was a nice little par 3, about 180 yards, a little bit of water on the right, a couple of bunkers. And this was actually one of my shots of the days, actually, which I nearly ruined with this putt. Luckily, it eventually stopped and managed to get the putt on the way back in. But yeah, I thought I was going to 3-putt here after such a nice iron off the tee. The typhoon just south of Taiwan brought a lot of wind and rain, but it also brought a lot of birdies. So here we are on, I forgot what hole, the 5th, there we go, it says it there. Managed to chip in. Dr. Chipinski, hello, did anyone order a doctor? Don't think the caddy was as buzzing as I was, but always good to chip in and always good to get a birdie. Now, another monster hole. This was a 500-yard par 4. Absolute ridiculous. Over the water as well. So, had to hit a big drive. Kind of tugged it a bit to the right. Wasn't the best drive, but hit a big drive, about 240 or whatever it was. And then had to obviously go with the 3-wood. It was slightly in the rough because it held up. So I had to get the 3-wood out, tried to knock it down, probably another 200 as well, God knows with the wind. And then still had 70 yards left to play into the green, which is a bit crackers really for a par 4, isn't it? Oh, and then just to top it off, I thinned it as well. Perfect. Now, absolutely smashed the chip on the way back. Thought I got a lucky break, I thought it might hit the pin or something, but instead it just hit the hole and rolled straight through. Ended up with a terrible effort of a putt and walked away with a double bogey just to finish the front 9. Fantastic. First double bogey of the trip, however, which is always a positive. And then the wind kicked in again on the back 9, just started the back 9, but some of these holes were gorgeous. But one thing that was not gorgeous was my putting. Nothing was going in, and it's not gone in for the full 2 days. Look at how much that chip held up, and that wasn't spin, by the way. That was how slow these greens are. It was I just can't get my head around it. I could not figure them out at all. But I did knock a couple of putts in to get the confidence going, and I especially enjoyed this hole. It started up at a valley at the top, dogleg right, with a lovely green with the trees going round.
Right, we're at the 18th at Chang Gung Golf Course, and just like yesterday, we're going to play the last hole together. I'm currently 8 over, so 5 over front 9, 3 over back 9. Now, the last hole is a 400-yard par 4, and I need a birdie to break 80, which I don't think is going to happen, and a par 80, I'll take that, and a bogey will give me 81. Now, the typhoon's come to play today, so it's been a bit tougher, and I've not got on with the greens, but let's see how we get on and see what we shoot. Oh. Dogleg left. Dogleg left. I'm going to aim for the caddy over there because she's just doing the divots. Okay, shout 4 if we need to. Oh, it's A1. Belter. Thank you. 140. Wind left to right. 9 iron. Come on. Just hit the centre of the green. No messing. Is it enough? Yep. Centre of the green and a disgustingly long putt. Well, we're in for a look at birdie, but Christ, not a chance. We said centre of the green. I would happily take a 2-putt from here. See how we get on. Nice big long one. Come on. Go, go, go. Woo! We take it. Not bad. Happy days. Come on. Knock it in. Oh, thank you so much. Shish shish. And there we have it. The par, so we didn't break 80, but it is what it is. Well, that's it. Episode 1 of our Asian adventures has come to an end. Let us know in the comments where you'd like to see us go next, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And remember, win some, lose some, dim some.